Hello, it's your boy Craigie P and welcome back to another wonderful video. What beautiful weather we have today. So let's get you caught up on what happened previously. So as you saw in the previous video, if you've not watched it, click the link above and that will get you caught up. We met Chris from Technics to use his help to get this Polo running to its full potential. So firstly, we weren't making too much boost, so later found out we had a poor N75 boost solenoid. Chris didn't have a spare, so we was told we can use an N249 solenoid, which can be seen here.
I was missing on all of them, man.
Really?
Apart from oh no, sorry.
Then Chris got me worried that something went wrong with all the cylinders, but lucky enough it was his mistake, and thankfully it was only on one cylinder.
So yeah, so it looks like it's 4 again.
So sit back and relax and you'll see why I have to jack up this car again. After moving out my job lot of breathers, which Chris hated, personally I love them and I think it gives it a meaner look, but Chris didn't agree.
Move all that shit out of the way though.
We went to hunt for the missing cylinder issue that we had. Removing cylinder 4 spark plug, we found some corrosion to the top of the plugs.
Just a poor connection. Look.
Yeah. This was just surface, as the plugs were fitted a year before the engine had turned the key. So Chris decided to remove them all and give all the plugs a clean. When doing so, he found the inlet manifold bolts were loose.
Oh wow, loose, isn't it?
So we went over the whole lot to make sure this wasn't going to happen anymore. As like any petrol head that works on a car, we learn just to make do with what we have.
It's like my desk, it's a bin.
It's alright, I'm used to it. Click the thumbs up below if you have a useful worktop wheelie bin too. Chris carried out cleaning up all the plugs, but on cylinder 1 we found something a little strange. As you can see here. Oh, that's where my socket insert went. So we finally got them all back in and swapped around the ignition coils just to make sure it wasn't them also. So let's get back on that road and see if this works.
Oh wow, you have put in no time in at all.
Really?
It's fantastic. That is exactly what I want. Cool. Right, so basically now I'm going to be running more boost, more time in. We need to do a long stretch so I can have a look at what your EGTs and inlet temps are doing.
Yeah, no, John.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Do me a third gear pull. Right, so basically, when you get to 4,500 RPM, your boost due is maxed out.
Okay.
Maxed up and run. And it's only pushing about 1.3, 1.4 bar.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth changing the actuator for the sake of 0.1 bar.
Yeah.
Unless you want to max this setup out, then put a forge actuator on it.
Okay.
But everything is 100% healthy. Go load it up in, what are you in, full? No, load it up in full, see if it overshoots. I'll put flat on the floor.
So why does the pressure come up and then sort of drop off?
Oh, it's number 1. It is because the actuator is just standard.
Okay.
Number 2, the turbo's quite small.
Okay.
I'm trying to get it to hold as much as I can. Yeah, if you go to the petrol station, I'm just going to make another change. Lunch?
I thought it'd come under the quote, providing lunch.
Yeah, when we ain't got nothing to do. Oh yeah, if you just turn it off, leave the ignition on. Oh man, I'm cooking. This car's killing me, boy.
Next time I promise you have a window.
When we go big turbo, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you prefer doing tuning like this on the road or is it?
I'll do both, but I prefer on the road.
Yeah.
The only reason I prefer on the road is because whenever I tune on a dyno, you get the car on the road and it's not doing what I wanted it to do. So even though you've got a nice smooth graph, you get on the road and it feels flat.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd rather keep the car good on the road than for the sake of having a pretty little graph. Yeah, go for it, yeah. You can turn it off. Right. This should be it now. So just start up.
You going back up there?
Wait, just start up and let it run for a sec. Just let it run for a sec. I just want to see. What the Lambda does. Look, see? With no Lambda control, it's perfect. So now the Lamba's going to kick in. Yeah, that's good. Alright, cool. I'm happy with that. So now I want you to rag it all the way through third, high RPM, and I'm going to see what kind of backgrounds we put in.
Ready?
Go for it.
Steering wheel. I need to get a big one.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feels nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. Mate, it comes in so smooth. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Your EGTs are perfect now. 860 went up to, and then when you let off it came back down. Whereas before, you were letting off and it was going up.
Oh, because of the overrun.
Yeah, but that you couldn't hear anyway.
So yeah, mapping with tuning technics. After me, he's such a great bloke and he seems to know his stuff. So yeah, I'm quite happy, and the car performs really, really well. Like, there's no blips or anything. We had a few issues with a misfire, and the N75 valve that controls boost was everywhere, even with 80% or 60%, it just didn't know what it was doing. So we swapped it out and now it's performing amazing. So we'll see how it runs, and hopefully I don't get any speeding tickets or get arrested. So fingers crossed. It's the worst drive to pull out of. I think the exhaust just bottoms out. Oh, there we go. Chris, if you're watching this, please level out that drive. Yeah, I love it. It feels so much better. When I first got the car built, when I first went out in it, I thought it's lacking some power. I need to improve that already. And I thought I'll get bored really quick of it, but now it's been manned. It feels like a different car, and I think it'll be a little while yet until I get bored of it. But the plan is to maybe try and build my own forged engine, and maybe do a little video of that and see how I get on, because it can't be that hard, can it, really? And there's something about building your own engine, and yeah, watch this space. pull. So we're pushing about 1.4 bar blending, and it pulls really well. Like the power comes in really smoothly. So yeah, but if you like what you see, please make sure you subscribe and give us the thumbs up, because if you want to see a bit more of this, there is going to be plenty of it, and we still need to get on some track. We're going to some shows. So also on the 2nd of June we're going to the +44 show up towards Bath. So if you're over that way and you want to pop down, I'll put a link in the description below where you can buy tickets and come and see the Polo. I've got to get another steering wheel because I can hardly see the dashboard. It's so small. I think it's 280mm, but I can hardly see the revs, and I can't see anything over 40 miles an hour. So yeah, I think it's, as we've got no power steering either, I think a bigger steering wheel is needed.
So what's a better way to end the day than show off to your oldest son?
Yeah, I don't think we should have done that. It didn't end too well.
So not being able to see much underneath because the car sits so low, I was assuming this was the issue. And as not being far from home, we took that slowest drive of shame and listened to that noise. So yet again, back in the garage, up on axle stands, we went to try and sort this issue out. Firstly, removing the wheel and not attempting to roll it onto the camera like we did previously. Now to remove the rear hub nut, we then remove the 6 bolts that hold the inner CV joint to the Heldex flange. And then the complete drive shaft should just slide out, as you can see here.
So as you can see, it's really hot and I'm a little bit annoyed because this one was okay. Let me show you why. So, if I spin this wheel, you'll hear it. But I won't bore you with a little montage of taking off this side, so I'll check back with you in a minute. We finally got the problem drive shaft out, and welcome to my bin. This has got to be the worst job on a car you can do. They don't call it devil's arseloo for nothing. Yuck. The only way you can get a job done is just to get on with it. So let's clean my dirty finger and make a start. Cue music.
So firstly, we needed to remove the bolts from the joint. You'll probably have heard me say this many times through this video, but what a messy and horrible job this is. With a pair of circlip pliers, we removed this circlip from the end of the shaft, being careful as these just ping off. And then we can remove the bearing casing. But then, Curious Chris made an appearance.
Drive shaft off the car, I broke it.
What, off the
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Broke it?
Well, I broke the joint.
Oh, because you was doing something that caught onto it. Oh.
Yeah, I was showing off.
Yeah, he didn't look best pleased. To get the gator off, it was really tight, so with the help from Stan, we managed to get it off.
I can't really see much wrong with it, apart from it all falling apart when I took it apart. So, yeah, maybe we'll just change it anyway, give it a clean up and see how we get on.
So I gave the end of my shaft a really good rub to get the remaining grease off. Now on to installing the new CV joint. It was a pain trying to get my shaft into that rubbery hole, but a bit of lubricant and some force, it slipped right in. CV joint on next, making sure I had it the correct way round and back on with the circlip. A little push with a flathead screwdriver, making sure it was sitting correctly. Now for the messy part. There's no right way of doing this, just get your fingers in there and make sure you give them balls a really good rub. As you can see from the pores, I forgot the gasket. Oh man. So back off with the joint and then on with the gasket. Now having a little struggle with that circlip, but we managed to get it on. Just make sure you use all of the grease applied and apply it to both sides of the joint. I find it easier to double glove and then remove them when they're covered in grease. Slide the gator down and then we are done.
I really hate doing these, but let's get it fitted.
While you're sitting there enjoying yourself watching me work, and if you haven't done so already, please make sure you like, share and subscribe below and watch me break some more things, as I'm sure it'll be a regular thing.
Not sure if you can see me, it's a bit dark under here, but finally another job ticked off the list, even though it wasn't really on the list in the first place, but that's what you get for showing off. So, good side, no knocking, and the broken side. So let's get this Polo back on the floor and enjoy this beautiful weather, and let's take it out for a little spin. You in?
Yep.
Yeah? Say hi, Jensen.
Hi guys.
So this is Jensen, one of my sons, and this is the first go in the Polo. So we're back on the road now. No knockings, no horrible noises from the rear. I'm going to try and not do any more burnouts and see how long we can make it last. So 7 long years and we're back on the road, and hopefully this project is now complete for now. I just want to say while we're here, a big thank you to everyone that has had an input and help and give me information. There's too many to list, so thank you all dearly, and hopefully I can give you a big thank you by giving you a ride in the passenger seat one day. We're going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Say bye.
Bye.